I have in front of me here a set of T and K 12-inch galvanized brackets, okay? So we sell a range of these brackets. 12-inch are actually the smallest. You know, probably maybe 15-20% of our sales are these. The reason that these are not as popular, the reason that they can be popular is that they're the lowest cost ones, and also they're very compact in terms of they're least visually intrusive. The problem is that most soffits on the edge, back of a house, you need a soffit of at least 18 inches to get past it, but some houses have smaller soffits, so once you've measured and you're certain that it will be sufficient. So the overall dimension from here to here is 12 inches, but if you actually look at where the center of the pole will be, it's actually about 9 inches or so, okay, 9.5 inches. So how would we mount these? You simply put them on the wall, mount the two brackets, one over the other, and then what will we use to fix them? Well, normally we'll say if you're going to have a light load, people will use something like these rawl plugs and rawl bolts. A total of 5 are needed. And you'd use a 10mm drill bit for that. If it's going to be heavier weights on it, for safety reasons, it can be better to use these type of heavy duty bolts here, and that normally requires a 16mm drill bit to be drilled. Now, an interesting thing on them is we have quite a bit of flexibility on them, because instead of direct holes, there's actually slots here. So if you slightly misdrill the holes, it'll work out quite well there, right? It'll still be okay. There's a certain amount of flexibility in it. The other thing to note with this is you can use it either with 1.5" or 2-inch or 50mm U-bolts here. And what obviously happened here is you bolt it like this, and then we would use something like this galvanized pole, and it goes in between, and this would be bolted onto the U-bolts, and you'd extend it out that way. So what are the alternatives to it? Well, as I mentioned earlier, we also sell 18-inch T and K brackets sets and 24-inch. The 18-inch certainly the most common. 24-inch is needed sometimes with very wide soffits. Yeah, you have a single piece alternative like this H bracket here. So instead of using a T and a K set, you have it here. Now the difficulty with that is that the distance in between is fixed, but it's a lot easier to mount this, and it's actually quite a stable way of mounting a pole. And the final thing I'll note here is that we also sell the K brackets individually by themselves, and what that leaves you an option is you can actually buy 2 Ks, and instead of using a T and a K, use 2 Ks like that, and that'll actually give a slightly more stable mounting than using a T and K together. But that's it. So that's a full overview of the 12-inch T and K set available at tvtrade.ie.